So I guess there was a huge threat against Donald Trump recently, and the FBI's Kash Patel, he's on top of it. So James Comey, I guess, was on a beach recently, and there was some rocks, and it was formed to write 8647. So he tweeted it and said, interesting formation of rocks I saw while on the walk on the beach today. So then people started saying, oh my gosh, that is a direct threat against the president of the United States because 86 means assassinate. Even though many of us use 86 for things like, 86 the ketchup on my hamburger, or 86 the broccoli on that meal deal, which means like get rid of it or whatever, right? But yeah, so that was a direct threat against Donald Trump. So then James Comey removed it and said, I put something on Twitter today, and I didn't realize people thought of that as some call to violence or whatever. But Kash Patel had already tweeted that he was on top of it and they're going to investigate it and someone will be, seeing James Comey soon. And then all the people on the right, like this guy, Jack Posobiec, was like, oh my gosh, the former director of the FBI is threatening the president of the United States. And then people pointed out and reposted the fact that 2 years ago, he tweeted 8646, but the FBI never came to see him. And then, Donald Trump's sons are like, oh my gosh, the former FBI director is putting out threats against our father. These are the same guys who posted pictures of a picture of an underwear with a hammer in it when Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked by someone and was still in the hospital in horrible condition after being attacked. They were posting about that. So their hypocrisy is crazy as well. And then Donald Trump was asked, what did you think of that, what James Comey did? And the guy who has posted pictures of Joe Biden tied up in the back of a truck and all types of AI things of other politicians being harmed or are targeted and stuff like that, this guy suddenly thinks all of this is unnecessary and that, someone should be coming to see, James Comey because that's just horrible.
He knew exactly what that meant. A child knows what that meant. If you're the FBI director and you don't know what that meant assassination. And it says it loud and clear. Now, he wasn't very competent, but he was competent enough to know what that meant. And he did it for a reason, and he was hit so hard. Because people like me, and they like what's happening with our country. Our country's become respected again, and all this. And he's calling for the assassination of the president.
Obviously, he apologized and said he doesn't.
Well, he
wasn't
apologized because he was
violence. But
look, he's a very bad.
What do you want to see happen?
What
do you want to see happen?
I don't want to take a position on it because that's going to be up to Pam and all of the great people. But I will say this: I think it's a terrible thing. And when you add his history to that, if he had a clean history, he doesn't. He's a dirty cop. He's a dirty cop. And if he had a clean history, I could understand if there was a leniency, but I'm going to let them make that decision.
He doesn't want to take a stance on this, even though he already took a stance on this and said that people should visit him and that he thought that meant assassination. He knows that James Comey knows what that means as well, but he doesn't want to take a position on it. And this, again, is the same guy who has posted the most horrible things about other politicians all the time. So the hypocrisy from the right, the creators and his sons and himself is absolutely crazy. And now, of course, because anytime you have something to do with the Republican Party, there's going to be conspiracies. So now the conspiracies out there is that why is James Comey's daughter still working for the Department of Justice? And oh yeah, she's also one of the lead prosecutors on the Diddy trials. And now people are saying, oh, she's probably trying to sabotage that case against him because, of course, all of the Democrats want to see Diddy get away with what he's doing because all the Democrats are just like Diddy, I guess, even though Donald Trump is way more like Diddy than anyone else we know. But so now they're saying she should be fired. She's just his daughter who works for the DOJ, and they're saying she should be fired. Oh, yeah, she's also the person who got the conviction against Ghislaine Maxwell, who was Jeffrey's partner and all the horrible things he did. So now because James Comey posted one little tweet that he took back and apologized for because he didn't want it to mean what people are out there saying it means, even though the right is way hypocritical as hell. They're now saying that this man's daughter should be fired from her job, which she's obviously doing a good job of because she's the the daughter of someone who would post something that he saw on a beach that does not mean to assassinate anyone, because Matt Gaetz posted it as well. He said, we just 86th, McConnell and McCarthy and all that. So we all know this. It's only the hypocritical right who are out here trying to say that this is, this is a call to assassinate the president and all that. It's BS. And the fact that this FBI, who's been doing nothing, the same people who said they're going to release the Jeffrey files and all that, who haven't done that, they're on top of this. A freaking tweet that they've never investigated before, and nothing's going to come of this except for them having egg on their face, because we all know this man was not calling for an assassination of Donald Trump. This is freaking ridiculous. This is the unserious joke of a Republican Party, period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.